could use right now.
A good joke.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm not
Knife.
very funny.
Ah, that's a shame. A little laughter would be good for morale.
Well, if that's the case, we could all go watch you try to shoot your weapon. That always makes me laugh.
You're right. You're not funny.
Proctor Quinlan.
I believe we're due for a bit of a chat after you've spoken to Elder Maxson and Paladin Danse.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
I'll administer your exam after you've checked in with Danse and Elder Maxson.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. Most of the engineering team has been waiting months to get their hands on those suits.
Sure, except I wouldn't be here to work under Abram. She's brilliant, but not exactly the easygoing type.
Looking for the easygoing type. Maybe you shouldn't have joined the military.
Danse?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
Maxson seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxson's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxson sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxson took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxson is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Danse. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Heads up.
Need something? Well, let's see what you've acquired. I refuse to rest until every one of these nightmares is eliminated.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse?
What do you want?
Your thoughts?
I never liked having squires aboard a warship. But Maxson thinks they need to train under fire.
Your thoughts?
Abominations. A lot of them.
Your thoughts?
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Your thoughts?
There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
Your thoughts?
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
Your thoughts?
We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
Your thoughts?
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Your thoughts?
Free-thinking machines are an insult to our way of life. They need to be destroyed.
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
Your thoughts?
Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas.
Your thoughts?
The food in the mess hall isn't bad. Well, as long as you don't smell it before you eat it.
Your thoughts?
Synths are nothing but technology run amok.
Your thoughts?
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor.
Your thoughts?
I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
Your thoughts?
Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
I think we have the potential to be quite an effective team, if you learn to cooperate.
How do you feel about our relationship?
I don't see how this is a relevant question right now.
That was all.
Not a problem.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. There are other scribes within the Brotherhood that consider fictional material essential. But I refuse to allow them aboard this vessel. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Should I come back when you're less busy?
Our recent arrival in the Commonwealth has left me with an immense amount of data to compile. None of that's your fault, really. You're obviously here for a reason. What was it again?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Proctor Quinlan.
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done.
Quinlan?
Once you're finished introducing yourself, I've plenty of work to be done if you have the time.
Look alive.
Awaiting your... Yeah?
Your thoughts?
The Institute must not be allowed to create these freaks any longer.
Your thoughts?
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
Your thoughts?
We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
That's all for now.
Not a problem.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, you don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
Nope, no problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Cade?
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Actually, I need some supplies for my next stop.
No problem, soldier. Take a look.
It's good to see new blood in the Brotherhood. I hope you'll come back when you're finished to lend a hand.
Proctor.
I won't take up any more of your time, but if you do have a moment to assist when you're done, please, I beg you, come find me.
So you're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
There are days I miss being out in the field, usually during lunches.
Hey there.
Hopefully the next recovery team will bring back some decent supplies. Been having to get real creative lately.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Hey there.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. And leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
You should add teaching charm school lessons to the list.
Sorry to disappoint you, but when you're as busy as I am, there isn't much time for bowing and curtsying. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You weren't aboard the Prydwen?
The Prydwen wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. It wasn't even in the Capital Wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Proctor Ingram.
Can you tell Kells if he wants things fixed, he needs to keep the damn ship steady? Oh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer. Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Hey there.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot them into space.
Ingram?
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out. Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Feeling creative today? Unless you like getting shot, Never turn your back on a gunner.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
You haven't lived until you've tipped a ramen with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here. If you need to stock up on supplies before...
Uh-huh. That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Will every creature yield viable blood samples?
Unfortunately, no. Nature's stubborn, and unless I get the proper specimen, I can't use it to make my compound. That's why I needed to modify your Pip-Boy. It'll let you know if the creature has viable blood in its body. Have you had any luck finding samples yet?
Yes, here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't a viable blood sample. Do you have any or not?
That depends. Are you still paying for them?
Absolutely. I received the approval from Proctor Quinlan himself. Did you have any samples for me?
No, sorry.
I understand. Thanks for checking back with me. I really appreciate you searching for the blood samples. As soon as I make a breakthrough, I'll let you know.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxson. I had enough of Lyons and his foolish ways. If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant. The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull from the outside.
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
Do you have any idea where I can find more of them?
Offices, laboratories, military bases. Almost any pre-war location is a potential treasure trove of technical information. I'd try searching desks, filing cabinets, safes, and anywhere else you suspect documents would be stored. Have you had any luck finding any yet?
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games, soldier. Come back when you've decided to take your duties more seriously.
Excuse me, Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I've got time to assist on a patrol.
That's the spirit. While our scribes are well trained, combat is not their specialty. The scribe will meet you on the ground, just below. Your mission is to escort and protect. I expect nothing less but success.
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
Hi.
I don't know about Scrod Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much. Greetings, Knight.
Hi.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor. There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
There. Now half that. You gonna do it? No, no. I think you've almost got it.
Got a new assignment.
Yeah, research.
Babysitting field scribe. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
No, there's no more things. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Lucky bastard.
Hey,
You know those scents with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
hey there.
At Victoria, brother.
Remember your 3 C's. Cranium, crotch, center mass. Not everything you need in the wasteland will have all of them, but they're guaranteed to have at least one. Outstanding! I can see you don't need my supervision. The final rule of my range? No injuries. Anyone?
Hey.
Night.
Hey there.
I don't have time for you right now.
Hi. Carry food with you or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things instead.
Hey there.
Can't talk while I'm on duty. Our vertibird should give us the air superiority we need to win this one.
Hey.
Greetings, Knight.
This is our supply depot. Unless you're here on official business, I need you to clear out.
Sergeant.
Move along, Knight.
Hail Knight.
Hail Knight.
Hey there.
Greetings, Knight. Hail, Knight.
Advertorian, brother.
Greetings, Knight.
We've got a full schedule today. Stay out of our way.
In my experience, hot shots and big ones. We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for Brother.
Hi.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapons, run into me.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull from the outside.
Yet another breaking story here in Diamond City, folks. I'll bring you up to speed. Diamond City's own Nick Valentine is reportedly investigating the circumstances surrounding the former residents of the West Stands. The man in question, residing with a boy he claimed to be his son, hasn't been seen in weeks. Now it seems the whole story may have been fabricated. It's unclear at this time if the boy was being held against his will. Authorities have so far refused to comment on the details. Happen to spot
Look alive.
What do you want? Switching out your gear?
Don't hesitate to get word from Nick Valentine. Set dial to Diamond City Radio for updates on this breaking story. Here's Billie Holiday bringing us Easy Living. That's a good title. I just may steal that from my autobiography.